Yo everyone! In today's video I will theorize when young Xehanort started to time travel, to basically help himself for the plot. So without further ado, let's just dive in. With the recent addition of Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, we got some new information regarding young Xehanort himself and the fate of his new classmates, For, Pragi, Xehanort and Urt. We all know he will eventually be tainted by darkness to fulfill his destiny as Master Xehanort, which should be around the time after he passed the Mark of Mastery and becomes wielder of the No-Name. The Mark of Mastery was mentioned here and there between young Xehanort and young Eraqus, and even with the Masters of Masters, to help us kinda determine as to when exactly Masters of Master met young Xehanort, and of course the time frame he started to time travel. 4 years have passed since the class first journeyed to the outside world. We see young Xehanort in pain kneeling before 4 tombstones, which presumably are from For, Pragi, Xehanort and Urt. Eraqus tried to convince young Xehanort to stay, but he wants to travel again until the Mark of Mastery starts. Eraqus states that's not for a while, which indicate the Mark of Mastery is still far off. In the cutscene of Remind, where young Xehanort met with the Masters of Masters, it sounded like this was their second meeting, and they might have met beforehand. Young Xehanort just finished his tour, which I believe was a journey he made after the death of his classmates. He even says the Mark of Mastery isn't far off. Well, we now know for a fact that young Xehanort traveled the worlds again to see more of what's out there and basically preparing for the Mark of Mastery, which was also mentioned in KH3, the secret report to Mark of Mastery Journal, which reads as follows. Some days have passed since I set off my journey to prepare for the Mark of Mastery examination. Eraqus asked for to leave to undertake this hell pilgrimage, but apparently I am to be the first to tour the words written of in the old fairy tales. This lines up with both of the cutscenes. Let's quickly summarize the information we have. First, when young Xehanort left to travel again, the Mark of Mastery is still far off. The tour the Masters of Masters mentions was the time traveling into the future, forming young Xehanort's character. At the time young Xehanort met the Masters of Masters, the Mark of Mastery isn't far off anymore. So here comes my guess, that at that point in time when they met again, he already visited the future. Remember that you lose all your memories when your heart travels back in time to your true self. Still, everything was carved into his heart. He even says, it's funny, somehow I can sense where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. To add some more, it feels like there's always this bitterness that surrounds him, for example in KH3, which could make sense when he started the time traveling after the death of his classmates. One tiny thing more is the tone he has when Master of Masters says, "You have that power," and he replies with, "Power, eh?" Kinda like he wasn't strong enough to say them. In my opinion, all those points hint towards that their second meeting was indeed after he already traveled to the future and after the death of For, Pragi, Xehanort and Urt. I think Ansem's role is to be a navigator. If his future self didn't open the door for him to be Master Xehanort, he instead would just be Xehanort. Could it be that the connection young Xehanort has with the Union crossplayer is a way for the Masters of Masters to connect with him in the first place? I don't know. It just feels like the Master of Masters prepared everything, you know, kinda set it up, so that young Xehanort can just fulfill his role. It's exactly like Master Xehanort said, it truly was a fated encounter. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you for watching my video, I hope you enjoyed. And if you like these kind of videos, I highly recommend you check these awesome people out. Not all of them are theorists, but they do KH content in general, so don't miss it. Until next time, see ya!